This tree here is Pulloitch, or cherry Bullart, or native cherry it's often called. It's also one of our sacred trees because for a cherry Bullart to grow, it has to attach to the roots of another tree. So if we look at one of the edible parts, and I'll show you those more closely later, you see the fruit is at the top and the little seed grows on the outside. So the seed breaks off, and often due to birds eating it, and so then the birds cunny it on the ground, that little seed would then burrow its way down into the ground until it finds the roots of another tree, usually a eucalypt. So we have this as a sacred tree because it represents community, in that this little tiny seed is not going to survive unless it's supported by another tree or an adult. So it's a little bit like it takes a village to bring up a child. That's part of, like our community attitude as well. So we all work together, the aunties, the uncles, everybody works together to bring up the children. And of course that combined, so you've got your elders, you've got your adults, you've got your kids, they are all community. But the most delicious part of these is the actual cherry. So we pick the cherry, or the fruit, and you can see the little green bit that's popped out the bottom. That is actually the seed of the plant. So what we do is eat the cherry, leave the seed. Now, birds love doing that. So often if you want to feed off cherry Bullart, you've got to beat the birds. This little seed then drops to the ground, or is left on the ground by birds that have eaten it when they cunny, and they have lots of the seeds in their system, and so it's spread all through the bush, and the little seed burrows down into the ground until it finds the root of another plant, usually a eucalypt, a gum tree of some sort. It then attaches itself to that, and the little roots grow out of this seed into the roots of the host plant.
Do you just pick the seed off?
You can break it off, or you can just bite through it. So the little cherries start off actually really dark green, then they start to turn yellow, then they'll go to like a mixture of yellow and orange, then to the orange, then to the orange and red, and then to the red. You can eat these at any stage. They're sweetest at the red stage, but I think they still taste delicious at the yellow stage. Super sweet. Because they only fruit for a reasonably short time, they were considered to be a treat. They were sort of like lollies for the kids and for the adults.
My last one.